To another episode of Talking Through the Media, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I'm Chris Fagan, and today I'm being joined by I'm screaming because it might be a little hard to hear me, so I'm trying to enunciate. But joining me for the first time, we have, let's introduce everybody.
Hello, I am
Captain America
cosplay. I joined in cosplay today.
I'll make sure the mic is touching you.
Oh, yeah. So this is Daniel Dyer as Captain America.
Yep, you might recognize one person over here.
Hello, I'm Amanda.
From way back in the day, and join us for the first time,
Jameson.
Like the whiskey. And like the way I took the microphone away from him at the last second. And remotely, we have it's going to be panelists versus the remote players.
We're gonna win.
Introducing first to the stage, there's Sarah.
Hi, Sarah Catherine the Red. You can follow me on all the socials under that handle. Thank you, sir.
And Jason Bell, looking very serious.
Hi, everybody. Jay the Postman.
I know we got you zoomed in very close because we look.
Welcome. It's because it's got such a pretty face.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But guys, you know the routine.
Staring at your ugly mug. That's all it is.
We're gonna go over some entertainment news topics and we're gonna give our little opinions about it, as we always do. But before we get into the main things, is there anything like that just recently happened that you want to start off with, or because I thought there was something that just dropped, but if you remember it.
I mean, there's tons of talk about a video that came out saying that it was kind of like proof of Andrew Garfield being in the
Yes!
That came out earlier this morning. There's actual footage, 15 minutes of footage.
I think that footage is fake.
Yeah, I mean, there's some.
But I think the story is real.
There's some saying it's real, some saying it's fake.
What's the story? Andrew Garfield doing what?
Well, it's basically you see Tom Holland standing up. And Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, kneeling or squatting,
taking direction,
and they're
right?
kind of talking to each other in a way. But some people are saying, it's real. Some are saying it's fake. So there's a whole argument going online about whether that footage is real or not.
So this Spider-Man movie is supposed to have all of the old Spider-Mans, and because of the broken multiverse, so
right.
I find that fully believable. I think that they're going to bring back all the different Spider-Mans into these new movies, if not into the ultimate multiverse of madness that Doctor Strange will have. So that makes sense to me. I buy it. But also we know that the MCU with Kevin Feige as the lead unicorn on this one is just throwing stuff out there to see what sticks and see what catches media eye. So he's done that with his past several movies. So either way, it's doing what it's doing, and he's doing a good job of catching the media. So hey, we're talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, some people are saying it was a deep fake, it wasn't real footage, and some people are saying they believe it's real. So it's kind of there's a whole online argument going on between fans about it. And, I mean, I think if they're going to be in the movie, they shouldn't overshadow Tom Holland's path right now. It has as his Peter Parker. I feel like he's somebody's the forefront of the story. I mean, they can be in it, just don't overshadow. I mean, even just could be a small role.
I think they're gonna come in at the very end or something like that, and
they really
and confuse Amanda what's going on.
I don't at all. I think they're gonna be in the main plot point, so it makes more sense as to where the MCU is driving right now, that they would be in a main plot point fighting common enemies, if not multiverse versions of the enemies they've been fighting. So I mean, that it makes sense. It's going to be interesting to see how they do the Spider-Man, because that's going to kind of steer us into the Doctor Strange movie that's coming out as well. And with the Shang-Chi movie, we did get a little bit of our favorite Doctor Strange monk in there, so it would be interesting to see if he maybe pops up in Spider-Man, or maybe some of the other movies that come out in that universe. So,
I thought he was in it.
I hate to bust everybody's bubble, but he's denying being in the movie.
Well, yeah, that's what he's
Toby is.
Dude,
that's the game.
NBA so tight they could make a diamond if they squeeze too hard. I mean, come on.
I'm gonna read for y'all his exact quote. He says, "I understand why people are freaking out."
The man's talking
about the concept of that, because I'm a fan as well.
Right.
But you can't help but imagine scenes and moments of, oh my God, how effing cool this would be if they did that. But he said, but it's important for me to say on the record that this is not something I'm aware I am involved in, but I know I'm not going to be able to say anything that will convince anyone that I don't know what's happening. No matter what I say, I'm effed. It's either going to be really disappointing for some people or it's going to be really exciting.
Right, that's what I read earlier too.
And then 10 minutes later, he does it. So it was true when he said it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's going to happen.
That's how they do it, though.
Some people are saying like they won't show up to like the final fight. Like there'll be like a big reveal at the final fight of the movie. Maybe that's what one theory out there is going to be. Like they like pop in at the last second. Andrew and Toby.
They could have him in there. They just don't have to show his face. He'd just be in a costume.
Right.
Exactly.
And you have that Spider-Man.
Exactly. So I guess we'll see what happens in December.
Yeah. However it goes, it'll be fun to see.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a lot of hype, a lot of internet traffic about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's totally real. I think everybody's in it. I also think that Tobey Maguire is going to be Uncle Ben. And prove me wrong if you want about it. If wants to fight about
I would love that.
How could he be Uncle Ben?
Yeah. So
challenge.
We haven't. I mean, all you've seen about Uncle Ben in the MCU is like a briefcase with his initials on it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
it.
But how could he be
Uncle Ben
and a Spider-Man from the multiverse from a different version? Because he was Spider-Man in the previous versions, and everything that we know that's actually been talked about that's real is that they're pulling previous Spider-Man back into this movie as like multiverse historical Spider-Man. So if he is Uncle Ben, then how can he be Uncle Ben and an old Spider-Man?
It's the same way with Quicksilver. He was.
Damn it! You beat me to my damn answer.
He's gonna be his own dad.
He's gonna be his own uncle. It wasn't really Quicksilver.
He beat me to my answer.
Like it was like, it was Ralph
Boner.
Boner.
His own uncle.
In the WandaVision.
It's the same reason. Yeah, it's the same reason why we have multiple Quicksilvers that look different. It's the same reason why we have multiple Spider-Men that look different.
Yeah, but I'm not disputing the fact that they look different. But how could he be his own uncle in a different multiverse? Because you're saying Tobey Maguire.
West Virginia.
because they share genetic makeup and they are blood relatives, so it's just
not technically. If they look different, then they're different genetically in different multiverses because they have different human beings as being Spider-Man. So I wouldn't.
Okay, if I break down the science of it, I would be here all night. Honestly,
we would be.
I can geek out about it and really try to break it down, but it's not any of the main topics, so I don't want to go.
Let's move on. I mean, we'll circle back.
Let's just hope they don't do another boner joke from WandaVision.
Yeah,
Ralph Boner.
I just all I'm gonna say is Tobey Maguire is age appropriate to be Uncle Ben, and I want that from Marissa Tomei. That's all I'm saying. You look just like my old husband. I just think that would be an awesome conversation.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, take the mask off and you're my husband. What the hell?
Right.
Peter? No. All right.
I mean, because they've done that in like the Flash show.
They've done it.
Like they're like someone from like Jay Garrett was like his dad. Like the Earth 2 Flash was his dad.
Yeah, Sarah, they've done it in the Flash.
But the Flash show wasn't.
Now?
The Flash show didn't have a broken multiverse where they're having different incarnations of the same character within the same timeline. So that was.
At one point, they all did combine into like what was it?
Yeah.
Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Like the Elseworlds.
But we're also talking like a CW Flash show, let's be real.
Yeah, but I mean, still like the Earth.
Yeah, dude, don't be agreeing with Sarah over here. What's going on?
But like, I mean, in the Flash, like his dad from Earth 1 was Earth 2 Flash.
Was another Flash in it?
It's still.
It's like,
boom.
I still like, okay.
It's over. We've already solved it. We've already solved it.
CW, yeah, infallible. CW.
I mean,
Captain America.
Once again, Captain America brings the logic. But let's move on to the first main topic of the week, which is spoiler talk. Everybody, we saw Shang-Chi. So for everybody, Shang-Chi. I just pulled an Amanda and said,
Gee.
How dare you?
I humble myself before you and beg your forgiveness. Mr. Sean, his American name was Sean, right?
You changed your name to Sean?
Yeah. Sean.
Yeah.
Sean.
He was
Sean.
deep undercover.
Yeah, it's like great undercover name.
So we're gonna do a little spoiler talk for that, guys. And what the heck happened to my camera here?
Cycling through everybody.
Cycling through everything. I got a
rapid fire.
Exactly.
Just my elbow.
We'll try to fix that later on, but we're gonna talk a little spoilers on Shang-Chi. So just fair warning, guys. So if you haven't seen the movie, this is the part where we're gonna talk spoilers. So I'm gonna highlight it right now.
Spoiler warning.
I'm gonna highlight it right here. It's highlighted. This is the Shang-Chi spoiler talk. So if you haven't seen it, be warned. So who wants to go first? What'd you think about it?
I thought it was awesome. I knew nothing about the character, anything. I went into it just completely blind, you know.
Same.
Like, 'cause,
I mean, that's how a lot of people went into Guardians of the Galaxy, and like everybody came out like amazed by it.
Yeah. But I mean, like movies like Batman, and
Right.
like, you know,
Well
a lot of
known.
the Avengers characters and X-Men. Like X-Men, I grew up watching the cartoons, so it's like I went in with like expectations and knew the backstories. Shang-Chi, I'm like, I know nothing about this guy.
Right.
And so I was like, I didn't think I would, you know. I'm not gonna say I didn't think I would like it, but I didn't think I would like it as much because I didn't have like the whole nostalgia going for it.
Same.
But that movie was awesome, and I saw it in 3D. If you have a chance to see it in 3D,
Yeah.
that's a good movie to see in 3D.
You saw it in 3D?
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
so
okay,
good.
that would make
I
sense.
mean,
No.
it's weird because
like
it was
visually just everything, the water, the kung fu
Yeah.
fighting.
I mean, it was weird because it was filmed for IMAX, but it's weird. Like I'm sure it looks amazing in 3D too, though.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'll have to check it out next in 3D.
Just do the rotation.
Yeah. I mean, I've already seen it in IMAX like twice. So.
Yeah.
What about you, man? What'd you think about it overall?
I really liked it. I will say the humor got me for sure, and I like how they bring
Aquafina.
it back.
The karaoke.
The karaoke.
I knew that.
I was like, yes.
That was.
We could go to bed.
I was like,
It sounded like a conversation that a man would have.
for everyone, yeah. I would
Like
be
Aquafina was definitely like the big comedic relief for the
Yeah.
movie, and so like,
She's
and like
made
Lady
for
Time,
sure.
her distraction technique was great.
Yeah, it was.
Start seeing
She
Hotel
She
California.
wasn't too extra in this one. What about you, Sarah? What did you think about it overall?
So overall, I did really like it. I did find that a lot of it, like all kind of action movies or like these comic book movies, big blockbuster movies, they had a lot of predictable moments. Like when Aquafina would constantly be singing that song, they also sang it at the end. Also that she ended up being kind of a romantic interest. So I'll be interested to see how their relationship comes up in the end. Also that Shang-Chi didn't actually go through with killing his father, even though he did admit to Aquafina that he did kill the man that killed. I'm going to say quotey fingers on that because are you going to believe his dad? I don't think I am.
You're
but
right,
any
'cause
movie,
they didn't show us
They did
It's
it.
like it was very left like open ended.
Yeah.
Like, did you really do it?
Yeah.
Well, it really didn't matter, and I didn't understand the whole point of that being a change in him, because it seemed like they were building that up because he mentioned it earlier to Aquafina and like it being a dark secret that he had and that he was really ashamed of, and then he went on to have that admitted moment to her, and she didn't seem to take it in any sort of way. So it was just like, oh, okay, I got you, moving on. So like, why is that a big dark secret that he had that he felt like he needed to reveal? Because that didn't really change his character arc in any way. But also, I really loved his aunt. She is, I can't remember what the actress's name, but she's been in a lot of really great martial arts movies. And the Legend of the Ten Rings has been around for a very long time. It was in Chinese folklore before the Marvel picked it up and made comics about it. It's even been spoofed in movies like Kung Fu Hustle, if you've heard of that. It's quite a funny little spoof. But overall, loved the movie. Found it very exciting. I mean, anything with intense choreographed mixed martial arts and martial arts scenes with frickin' dragons. I mean, bring it.
She said that the kind of the
Dragons.
She feels about that the same way I feel about ninjas on motorcycles. So anything with but what about you? That's a call to Jason right there. When I said, remember we talked about ninjas on motorcycles, and we had a little bit of that in Shang-Chi, I think, didn't we? Was there a motorcycle?
Yeah, there was a quick little like when they were escaping
like the fight dance.
His dad's compound.
Yeah. What did you think about the movie? I know what you thought, but just tell the world what you thought about it.
Well, they mixed three things that I just love: Marvel, that Jackie Chan element, and that they had the element of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Right.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I was watching.
I mean, you can't miss with those three. You can't miss.
The trifecta right there.
Literally, those are the exact movies, like characters I was thinking of when I was watching. I'm like, this is badass. It's Marvel meets Crouching Tiger meets Kung Fu, Jackie
meets
Chan.
Speed.
Yeah.
Ninjas on motorcycles. Let me. Sarah brought something up that I've been meaning to talk about for a minute about this movie. Here's one thing that I did not like, and let me take this. It's serious when I take the glasses off. I love this movie.
Don't make me take my.
But one thing that I did not understand or nor appreciate nor love or like at all was the Mandarin. No, he wasn't even really the Mandarin. His real name was something different. But he was beatable. I mean, without the like his fighting style and the way he fought. I'm sorry, if he was 1,000 years old, no one should be able to hand to hand be able to fight him. Not his son, not anybody. I'm not just talking about because of the rings or anything. Right. I mean, 1,000 years of martial arts.
Yeah.
No one should be able to even come close.
Except for the mystical martial arts.
Yeah, it was like
in the village.
What is?
Of course.
He's a mix of the dad and the mom. So
yeah,
the people in the village.
She was
the only one that could beat him.
Yeah,
so
the
maybe
people
that's
in the
why.
village I give
He's
him a
stronger.
pass.
Yeah, but when the people he went after, once his wife died, like he kicked butt hard.
Yeah, I don't think Shang-Chi himself should have been able to handle.
No, I think you're completely wrong. I think you're wrong. But because like the rest of your panel has said, his mother was the only one that could beat him. Yeah. And so if he is a combination of his mother's magic, which he found his aunt taught him the windy business, and he got figured out mid-fight, which was also very predictable, that he could control the wind and capture the rings with the windy business.
Yeah, but that's using that magic.
Yeah, that's
no, it wasn't at all, because what his mother said was that he is half her and half his dad. So if his dad has the magic, has the connection with the rings, why wouldn't he? Because he is literally half his dad in both magical and biological. So that made perfect sense, and that's actually how he inherits the rings.
Right. But I gave a pass to everybody that comes from that village with that ability. But I'm just talking about take magic out of it.
Well, that's
all. Who else beat him?
Anybody in the world.
Who else beat him though?
No. See, martial arts is not a matter of skill, like anything. Like anything that you can learn really well. You can have all the skill in the whole wide world, but unless you have the talent associated with it, you can suck balls. So I don't care. You can be the best pianist in the whole wide world. But if you don't have the passion and the talent associated with it, you cannot be the top. So I don't agree.
No, nope. I agree. Like in basketball, you can have natural talent and you can just be trained up. But I believe that even if a person that has the most natural talent in the world and just seems to be unstoppable, it can eventually be caught. Like basketball players from back in the day. You put them up against anybody from the 1950s. You put them up against any high school team of today. The high school team is probably going to kick their ass.
But none of those old school players had magical rings.
Yeah.
But also, none of those old school players had the training associated with their natural talent. So you're saying those high school kids had no natural talent. They only had training. And then you put him next to somebody who has passion and talent. I am going to vote passion and talent every single time.
Here's another thing. His father wasn't all the way in his right mind either.
You're right.
I mean,
his father wasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
He was losing his 1,000-year-old marbles.
Yeah, but you know what mind he was in? Hundreds of years of murdering fools and taking over countries.
No, he got. But Chris,
he was trying to get up in that wall.
He got comfortable. Let's be real. He got comfortable with his big old army.
That's when his wife died. Was when his guard was like at the lowest.
He hadn't kicked anybody's butt in probably hundreds of years. So let's be real about that. He had that nice cushy army. He was sitting in a chair. He didn't look all that fit to me. Like if he was kicking butt every day, he'd look a little more fit. I'm just saying he looked a little old and a little tired, little stressed, little mental. So I mean,
this
whatever.
Is just classic Sarah. Just whatever position I take, she's gonna take the opposite.
The only reason
no, it's just because I'm right.
You know, the magical whatever he had for being, you know, the mother and the father, the kind of that. The rings.
Do you see?
I don't know if the rings joined him or if he took the rings, whatever it was. But the rings, you know, he was able to get the rings.
They recognized him.
If he didn't get the rings, he wouldn't have beat his father. His father was big.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Jameson, you're my friend. He's my ally.
I was gonna say like about some of the fight scenes that I really liked was like on the bus, how like the camera was like outside the bus. And it's like as he's going, it's like following him. Like that looked amazing.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like in the bus. It was just like Well, I mean, like the camera was like on that track. It looked like, I guess, running as he's fighting everybody, and you see him through the window just kicking butt. It looked awesome.
The guy commentating on the bus.
Yeah,
that was great. That was great humor.
That's exactly what any of us would have done today.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying just the visual of that looked amazing.
They brought him back because he was a
bus.
character before.
Yeah, that guy was actually. He's the one in Spider-Man: Homecoming who goes, "Do a flip."
The hot dog.
Oh my God!
I knew I recognized him. Well, I was like, that's why I laughed so hard when I saw him. I was like, I recognize this guy.
Did you guys know that he was in Spider-Man?
Homecoming.
Everyone but you.
Everybody but me.
You didn't know?
I didn't know that was him. The flip guy.
Because he has like this. Well, like he's like, hey, what's your name? He's Spider-Man. He's like, do a flip.
Do a flip.
What the hell was he doing in San Francisco then? What city was that? Was that San Francisco, San Diego? What?
San Francisco.
Yeah, they were in They do a lot in San
He was
Francisco.
visiting in New York when you tell the Spider-Man to do a flip.
And then but anyways.
And then they brought that other guy back.
It's cheap to film in San Francisco and Atlanta.
Yeah. Trevor Slattery.
Yeah.
But and then I also liked.
He was great. I loved him.
And how he knew everything about Morris was saying.
And that's when I knew I wanted to act.
Right.
Because they were pretending to ride horses.
It's a performance. Like when he's playing dead.
I was at the theater with Jason when we saw this movie together, and I think I leaned over to you and I said, how much you want to bet at the end when he was, looked like he was dead, and he was like, how much you want to bet he's acting? Right. Did I lean over to you and say that?
No, not really. I'm just acting. I'm just acting.
What'd you think of?
It's a performance or something.
What thing stood out to you, Jason?
I'm gonna say this. How you pronounce his name? Simu Liu? Simu Liu. That guy is awesome in real life. Yeah, did y'all see? It's a clip of him throwing the pitch in. For the Giants baseball team, and after he throws the pitch, a great pitch by the way, he does a backflip.
A backflip.
A backflip.
What's the difference? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but here we're gonna have Jason demonstrate a backflip.
Please.
I'm like, that's all you got. That's all you. I'm not gonna.
I also really liked the fight scene on the outside the tower. Like just the camera work on that looked amazing too. Just how I was able to follow and keep track of everything and make it look very clear.
Yeah.
Like just the camera work on all the fight scene was amazing.
The moment with the dragon, after the dragon acknowledged the sister, she saved him a little bit, and that eye contact. For some reason, that moment, I thought that was there something in the comic book where that specific dragon was a friend of her mostly, or not really with Shang-Chi. I'm like, is this a bond about to happen? Is he about to become her best friend or her pet now or something like that? I don't know why that moment.
I think it was just really
like the acknowledgement of thank you for saving me kind of thing. But I was like, I thought she was going to be like, you're my dragon now. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
I think it was really just a bond between, it was really just bonded to both the kids. And just like, they each had their moment and, so Shang-Chi had it when he was under the water. Yeah. And then like they both had that look to each other, and then like then the sister had it with the dragon when they're after.
Dragon just likes to watch.
The great protector, and so
You know what else I liked about this movie? Not everybody. It didn't focus just on Shang-Chi. Everybody got their shine. Everybody.
It was very well balanced.
Yeah. The father, the sister, what's her name? Katie?
Yeah.
Katie, yeah.
Keeps you engaged, for sure.
It was very well balanced.
I'm glad that they didn't do a love scene with Shang-Chi.
We're just friends.
It's coming.
Fine. Well, yeah.
It's coming.
I mean, they say it was much.
And they did that hug.
They say it was much the father's story as Simu lose.
So what I find really interesting that she walked in with him, like when the monk showed up, he was like, "No, both of y'all come." So why would she come?
Come out
like,
Wong?
Yeah, Wong. Why would she come in the extra credit scene? Why would he ask her to come?
Because they heard about that amazing shot into the dragon's throat.
I think there's more that we don't know. There's more that we don't know about her.
I agree.
Obviously, he knows that there's
zero about her. We know absolutely nothing about her. We have met her family. She's also Chinese. And remember the dad asked her what her Chinese name was. And he accepted that. He didn't ask any further questions. He wasn't like, what part are you from? Like, it's like he recognized that and he soaked it in. So I'd be interested to see if she maybe comes up as maybe a different character later or has a spin-off, because within the 10 Rings, there were other significant characters within those written comics. So it'd be interesting to see if she maybe pops out as one of those.
Yeah. So you and Amanda are on the same page. You were about to say something similar to that about her character?
I know her story is going to grow. I believe there's something that we don't know yet that they know because they're like, and you too. So the monk knows what's going on.
I didn't think about it at the time.
I
just
thought about like she now knows about the misted world, and that's why he brought her with. Yeah. That's what I thought about. Is like because she now knows about all this magic and mystic stuff too. Because she was in the mom's where the mom came from in that magical kingdom, and then.
I just assumed Wong was like, I can't have you tweeting, so just come on. Yeah. Just get in and just come with. That's what I.
And then but the look on the friends' faces when that happened was just like priceless. Like, so they were telling the truth.
That was fun.
I really loved that scene. I really loved how they started when they were in San Francisco. They started at that table, then all of a sudden they plopped them back at the end of the whole ordeal. Just to kind of like finish a dinner date, maybe, obviously it was a second dinner date, but I loved how that was because they started out going, hey, you guys are basically bums, get your life together. And then they come back going, hey, dragons and beating butts and, all sorts of stuff. And then they're like, I don't believe you. And then swing.
My theory why that friend was so hard on them and what I believe that Shang-Chi, Sean.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's doing this.
I believe that Sean and Aquafina may have been snapped, and their friend wasn't. I think maybe their friend are like 5 years ahead of them.
There was like one theory I read about that Shang-Chi wasn't snapped because of like his age and how old he actually is. Like, so he wasn't gone for 5 years because of like. Just the timeline of.
I know they didn't talk about it. They didn't talk about whether they were snapping.
I mean, I feel like they need to like have something that clears up like who was actually gone in those 5 years and who wasn't.
Is that is that important to you guys? Do you guys like Jason? Do you care if Sean was snapped or not?
No, it's not really important to me. But if we ever get a chance to go back and look at the movie, in Katie's home, she has a poster. In the background mentioning about the snap. So I'm thinking somebody, either her or somebody within her family, was snapped away.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
In the household where we saw all of her family members. That might be a reason why they were so adamant about when are you two going to get together, because in any moment we could just get snapped away and disappear. So, but
I believe they said like there was like something on the bus about the snap too. Like I heard someone say that like there was something on the bus like on the little posters that are above everybody's heads. There was something about the snap possibly too, and
I thought it was just another Andrew Garfield is coming.
Right. Easter egg.
Easter egg for Spider-Man. That's what I thought.
I think it was like, but I mean, because I liked how, like, in WandaVision, they kind of showed Monica coming back from the snap.
Yeah.
Because that was pretty cool. Like, they get more insight about, like, what other people experienced and how crazy the return was for people. It's like, everybody in the hospital was, like, freaking out. People are just popping up out of nowhere. That was pretty cool to see, like, a different view.
I'm thinking I want to show about this.
Yeah, I mean, just explaining, like, more of, like, who was gone and, like, who knows what now. And, I mean, because it was pretty cool, like, seeing different viewpoints of the snap and then the blip coming back. And
I actually have an idea for a show for this channel. I want to do a talking point where we talk about the gritty, realistic things that probably would have gone on during the snap. The things that Disney will never talk about.
Right. I mean,
that's just.
I'm sure there was chaos in those 5 years.
Criminal masterminds are uniting during the snap. But any other things that anybody wants to talk about?
Who do y'all think the rings is signaling?
Oh yeah, we definitely talk about the credit scene.
Which one? The good one or the bad one?
The first one. The first one about the beacon and all that. I mean,
Brie Larson looked amazing as always.
It's like, but we mentioned that, like, she has her long hair back, and Bruce is not in Smart Hulk form anymore. It's like, what's happened with that over what?
He also had his arm in a
Disney
sling.
just didn't want to pay for it.
Right. I mean, but still, like, why? There's going to be a reason.
He was also
there's going to be a
injured,
reason
if you
why.
guys recall.
Of course.
What was that, sir?
Still injured.
Yeah, he was injured. He had his arm in a sling.
Yeah, but,
I did see that.
But why is he back to human form and not Smart Hulk form still? It's like, why my main question.
I heard the reason why. The theory was that why not? Because you can't fit any real clothes. What can you're always constantly. I mean, people love you now, but people are still.
Well, he also chose Smart Hulk. So he at the end of Ragnarok, he was himself. And then he went through that whole thing again with Hulk, and then he then combined them. So it makes completely sense that he would then, be able to pull it off and pull it up back on. But we also don't know within what timeline, within Hulk's timeline, this movie was made. So we don't know at what point. He was. Yeah, it was after Endgame, but at what point is he there, and injured? But also to go back to the blip where everybody was gone, we know that Spider-Man is not a constant within the universe because he was gone for those 5 years. So as well, I mean, the different people are gone for those period of time. So that makes me believe that the Shang-Chi, which if you look at the historical comments, perhaps that he had to be a constant within the universe because of those rings giving that polarization to this timeline with his father in order to accept those gifts and then ultimately send out that signal. And if you recall within the movie, they did have the blip with the giant man. I'm saying giant masculine figure. I don't know if it's a man with multiple little red eye dots. Does anybody else remember seeing that?
Wait,
it was very quick.
At the end when they were
at the very end.
Yeah, there's like a figure out with multiple eyes. I think I saw that.
What scene was that in?
It was talking about the Eternals.
It was talking about the Eternals. So if you go back to all of those things, so where is the timeline for these things? Because if there's somebody sent to protect the Earth, and then there's a signal sent to within the Eternals movie, which is coming up very quickly. So I have no doubt that these two are going to tie in together.
Yeah,
they're saying the Eternals takes place shortly after everybody's come back from the snap.
Well, yeah, because they said in the trailer that the energy from everybody coming back is what caused.
We know that all these MCU movies are made to tie in together.
Yeah. But they're saying Shang-Chi could be so there's some space between Endgame and Shang-Chi, but Eternals is immediately after
you're right about that. We can talk a mile a minute on this one. We're gonna move on to the next topic because we're running out of
but just they're just saying the beacon could be something off-world. Could
it's
be
Galactus.
I mean, that's one
theory. It's definitely
I should not have said that.
There's no doubt that it's
But
not.
Didn't put that spoiler.
They're
in.
not. They're not. You know.
Will his sister
They're
be
not
back?
hand
Is another question, but
radioing somebody down the street. Obviously, it's off-world.
Yeah, it's off. Yeah.
And it's thousands of years old.
Right.
Yeah. Well, questions, guys. Let us know what you guys think. We could be here all night talking about spoilers because we love this movie. I'm gonna go see it again.
Marvel all day.
It's yeah, exactly. The whole show could be all Marvel all day. But we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is really quick. It involves Venom 2. Venom 2 was moved up, and I'm happy about it. So
2 weeks.
Just in case if you guys don't know about it. So from Variety, Venom Let There Be Carnage will move in theaters earlier than expected. The date moved up to 2 weeks in wake of the Shang-Chi box office success. It's a surprise move. The comic book adaptation starring Tom Hardy as the journalist turned alien symbiote will debut in theaters earlier than expected on October 1st. What do you guys think? Good idea or bad idea? What do you guys think?
I think that's good because, we just had this movie originally last year, and then it was September, and then they pushed it back to October 15th, and now it's October 1st. So we're now less than a month away, and I feel like people need to go see this and make it successful to keep movies where they are right now.
I'm fine with it. We had such a gap for such a long time. It's good.
It feels good to have all these movies back, and they need to stay where they are. So we need to go support these movies.
Yeah.
And so just to keep everything smoothly, and the Eternals will stay in November, Spider-Man, No Way Home will stay in December, and then we need to prevent those delays, basically. And I hope it stays successful because they're saying it could count if Venom kind of flops, it could affect Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I think it's connected to that too because it's like.
I want to say I do.
You want to
say something? So I love Tom Hardy. I want to preface this by saying I love Tom Hardy, but the first Venom kind of sucked, and I don't expect this one to be any better. So just saying that I love Tom Hardy though, but full expectation of suckage.
What did you like about it? Because I loved it.
Yeah, I love
really?
the first Venom too.
Oh yeah.
Dan's pretty heated.
When I watched the movie, I'm gonna be honest.
I felt like it was full
I thought it wasn't gonna be any good. And my friend Sean that went with me, we went in there thinking he knew that I was gonna. He said I knew you were gonna hate it. I watched it. When the movie ended, we walked out, and he goes, "What'd you think?" I said, "I'll tell you later in the car." We get in the car, we start recording. And then when I said I loved it, he was shocked. I loved it. I'm not gonna lie. I loved it. I didn't expect to like it. My expectations were low, but I like the direction. It made $800 million in the theaters. It proved that you don't need a Spider-Man to make a successful Spider-Man related movie. But I think the reason I think this is all good news because it proved that the formula of still letting movies come to the theater instead of day and date with Disney Plus. It proves that the theater is still a powerful thing as far as financially. That's all.
Yeah. For these kinds of movies.
For these kinds of movies.
You know.
Yeah. I feel like that's why Black Widow should have had the same opportunity.
It should have.
So they really
that's gotten more heated too, but that's a whole nother topic.
I'm saying I think Black Widow should have the same opportunity Shang-Chi did. Did
you see Venom?
No, I didn't. I cannot help with this conversation at all.
Well, I loved the first Venom. I went there I was going to be open-minded about it. Yeah. Since I know Sony's kind of, faltered on some characters and made it look bad. But I was like, okay, well, I know their history, but I want to be open-minded about this movie, and I liked it. So I'm feeling good things about the second one too.
Awesome.
So,
what do you think? Good idea or bad idea? What do you think about the news, Jess?
I got a love-hate relationship with Venom. The very first movie, because to me, my personal opinion, is not really Venom.
Thank you.
How can you have Venom he don't have the logo? That's
Thank
not
you.
That's not Venom
because he hasn't been Spider-Man yet.
No.
At this point, like you said, does he even need Spider-Man? He don't even need Spider-Man.
I feel like there's a faint logo on his chest.
Nothing to do
Bane.
About nothing.
Yeah,
it's Bane. It's Bane and a freaking
this whole conversation came
color.
from what do you think about the date change to people wanting to vent about how awesome or bad. You remote guys, leave us panel Venom lover guys alone. You guys think you're so superior.
I'm sorry. We had a history with these characters in the first Venom movie. He was not Venom. He was not historical Marvel Venom. We walked in and they threw some black goo at Tom Hardy and he just rolled with and ate some people.
Now we're accusing Tom Hardy.
I mean, she has a good point. See, I like the movie, but I'm not like a purist. I don't know much about like Venom's character, right? And so I went into it without doing that.
I'm just saying.
Anti-hero that eats heads.
Well, I mean, like X-Men. Like I knew X-Men's history. And it's like I've always been mad that Gambit wasn't X-Men. So that's something that's always bothered me. But that's because I knew the backstory. If I'd known more of the backstory, Venom, maybe I'd.
All I'm just saying is like it's way better than the first Venom that we got. And Spider-Man.
Can we all agree on that? Better than the Venom that we got in Spider-Man 3.
That was
okay,
that
but
was
who likes Spider-Man 3?
I disagree.
Let's be real about that.
there's always a
what was good about Spider-Man 3?
Well, guys, let us know what you guys think about the whole thing. We're gonna obviously the panel thing is it's a heated thing. I like it actually, but
it's fun.
But look, I'm gonna call it right now.
Yeah.
In-house panel team, we win. Okay, now moving on to the next topic. Rick, it's Rick.
Woody Harrelson. That's all I gotta say.
Carnage looks amazing.
No.
He does. Carnage does look amazing.
Yeah, Carnage, the costume looks amazing, but I mean, that's what they do. They give them good costumes and they throw them out there to do not what they're supposed to.
But MCU hasn't been 100% accurate either.
Agree to disagree. Chris is right. Let's just agree on that.
This is like the MCU hasn't been 100% accurate.
Amanda's a timekeeper. All right, let us know what you guys think about the date change, and we'll talk about it maybe on We Got Your Mail. Don't forget, guys, we are streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook for the first time. Finally, I was about to say TikTok, but not yet. So, comment. Let us know what you think. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put it in the box and chime in at all times. Is what I'm trying to say. Also, real quick, if you want to catch the show, if you're not able to catch us on YouTube, Twitch, or live on Facebook, you can always catch us on the podcast version. There's Venom again. Sorry about that. You can always catch the podcast version of Spotify, SoundCloud, or iTunes. I just had to throw that in real quick before moving on to the next topic, which will be Sarah. What is the next topic of the day?
So, okay, if y'all are ready for this, okay, Hulu. Y'all know about Hulu. They've come out with a show. It's called Inside the D'Amelio Show. Everything you know about Charlie D'Amelio and her sister, they've come out with a D'Amelio show. It is rated TV-14. It's a reality show. TV series come out this year. From relative obscurity and seemingly normal life to being thrust into the Hollywood limelight almost overnight, D'Amelios are faced with new challenges and opportunities they could not have imagined. Charlie, who at 16 became one of the biggest celebrities with over 150 million followers combined, and the number one on TikTok platform in less than a year, has the world at her fingertips and is working to balance fame and family life with dancing, relationships, making new friends in LA, and battling haters online. Okay. Her sister, Dixie, now 19, is experiencing her own sudden rise to fame with over 80 million combined and an exploding music career. If y'all have heard her song, I would go that far. For Mom and Dad, Heidi and Mark, raising teenagers is hard enough before adding cross-country moves, supporting their daughter's dreams, and doing the best they can to stay close and protect their girls from the dark side of fame, while also trying to adjust to life in Hollywood. Okay.
Real quick.
With that, go ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be fast.
Mm-hmm. No, I'll go fast. So this is just Hulu's bad jab at filling the Kardashian gap that will be happening soon, pun intended. Next.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what it looks like. Kool-Aid Kardashian.
Kardashians.
For real.
Did you guys watch
Far less interesting.
I've never heard of this show.
But did anyone actually watch the show?
I did. I watched it. It was dry. It was dry. That toast needed butter.
Hold on. What happened?
No, I was
A la
asking because they
Kardashian.
were saying it's
Yeah.
A rip-off of the car.
It's not. I don't think so at all.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
Hulu's
actually think
attempt.
that they are tackling suicide and mental illness. So, and they're making people aware from, online bullying to anything about what these girls go through. Like the first episode is pretty much the girls getting ready, and they're a bunch of TikTok pop-ups saying you should die, you only got fame because you're a sister, you're a shit person, like kill yourself now, like all of these things. And these are teenage girls. So, and that's just bottom line, like any celebrity or TikTok, I know because they got famous because they were dancing or whatever the case may be, they're getting bullied just because they're doing something that it's fun for them to do.
Right.
So what they're doing is bringing awareness to that. I don't think Kardashians ever did that. It was a bunch of drama, reality show about just their lives. I mean, Kylie kind of hit on it with her show. Like she'll be like, oh, I get haters and blah, 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 blah. But with this one, it's more making people aware, and it shows like a circle that she has to hang out with of other TikTok people that are famous because they understand each other, and then like they had to leave their old friends because they're too busy, so it looks like they're too good for their old friends, and they're really not. It's just that they were trying to do something, and that they enjoy. Like one's a dancer, one's a singer, and one that's been a dancer since she was like 9 years old, so it wasn't something new when TikTok came up. The only difference is that she got famous because she hit it right when TikTok was coming out.
Right.
And she didn't do anything like everyone thinks, like, oh, you have to market it, you have to do this, you have to promote it. She just got in at the best time, and blew up. And she's just getting there. These kids are getting hate for it, and it's like, it's really sad. And I actually hope a lot of people watch it to bring awareness to the fact that, like, would you really go up to somebody in real life and go, I hope you die? Because
there's some people, unfortunately, that will.
But there's so many people.
There's a bunch of keyboard warriors that feel brave when they're behind
the camera. They're definitely braver when you're on in person.
You don't have to look someone in the eyes and say that.
It's like, some people might get beat up for that in person, but they feel safer behind their screen because they can do it without being face to face.
But bottom line, it's like you're sitting on your couch watching me do this, and you're telling me I suck. What are you doing? Like, at least she's going out there and like doing things, and then trying to build from her fame and do like clothing lines and do like get it, like hustle.
Yeah.
I, for one, like support it, and I just. I don't think people have any right to talk.
I'll close it on but real quick, because we didn't get your opinion. I don't know if you watched any of it.
Yeah, no, I saw the.
I binged it.
I saw it pop up, and I was like, "This is gonna be a stupid." I hate shows like the Kardashians. I'm not into reality shows like that. So I saw the post. I was like, "There's gonna be some garbage, a bunch of rich girls, acting whatever." And so I watched it, just for the show. And I actually thought it was very interesting because it takes you on a journey through this whole like TikTok, YouTube star phenomenon is something that is happening to actual people who yesterday they were not I don't want to say nothing, but yesterday they were just average people, and now they're she has like 150 million followers. Right. That's crazy. She's making money. She's like her family's life revolves around her career as a teenager. It's insane. But a lot of other people want to do it, and they want that same fame and stardom. And so they're watching this girl's process of just, posting funny videos to being rich off of it, and she has people doing her makeup. It's a crazy reality, but it is real. But at the same time, she has like this girl next door appeal where she's not like a Kardashian where the world revolves around her. She's very shy.
Awkward girl. Awkward.
Yeah.
I've talked
but likable.
But likable, yeah. She's sweet. She seems very sweet. So does her sister. They both seem really sweet, but they both battle with anxiety, depression, like all that stuff and then of course this industry also doesn't help.
Well, real quick,
yeah, it's real small. It's like, I haven't seen the show yet, but like,
you don't have opinion. Okay.
I'm saying it's not really bad on the show. It's just like, it's just opinion about how bullying has like gotten worse because yes, technology has brought us together in a way, but it's also brought out like the worst in some people, and it's like that's why people get more depression. I feel like lately and anxiety because people who bully you just for the heck of it, and it wouldn't be that way like if we were out all this technology, and there wouldn't be like there would be like less bullying because people don't. I feel like there's been less of it in person, and now it's like all like online.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, people have the ability to be anonymous nowadays, and they get brave.
I feel like they wouldn't be like this if we didn't have all this technology.
I feel bad for the parents because they have to watch their kids sit down and break down.
Any parent that has to go through that's the bad. Now the part where we were talking about where it kind of is feeling a Kardashian void wasn't that they were trying to make this show like the Kardashians. It's just that it's network TV and the networks know that the Kardashians was about to end. Right. So I mean,
they're
the timing was right. The things that this show seems to be talking about is going to be nowhere near probably what the Kardashians talk about. But here are the things and the reasons why I probably won't watch this show. Only because I know a little bit about the history of the D'Amelios from TikTok. I mean, it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her intention. But she is one of the famous TikTokers who became famous from off the works of other content creators. She was one of the ones who acknowledged it. I give her credit for that. But the thing, and this is not her fault. The thing around the machine around her is this whole like Ariana Grande. Like they try to push this image that Ariana Grande was one of these up and coming people who put some songs on YouTube and then blew up. That's like a dream. Like, hey, this could happen to you. This could happen to me. Charli D'Amelio was not a person who was like, I made a couple of videos on TikTok and I mean it is and it isn't. She had a very comfortable upbringing from born in a more comfortable upbringing than a lot of other people. So seeing her TikToks,
already wealthy, you're saying
already wealthy before the TikToks even started. Exactly what I said. When kids see people on TikTok with
but they already had money.
But already had money, and when kids,
they already had quite a lot of money.
When kids see on that, especially on that app, when they see successful people or people, they're like, look at this pretty person, look at that house that they're in, and she can dance, and all this combination
of sympathy for someone who.
Yeah, I'm not saying she deserves any of the bullying. That's all. That's all. But
nobody deserves to be bullied.
Nobody deserves to be bullied.
Just remember, I don't like bullies. I don't care whether.
but with every 20 bullies, she has 1 million people loving her.
Right.
So
exactly.
I'm glad that they did focus on the bullying. And what I was saying, how they were filling the Kardashian void, is they were bringing another reality TV family to the forefront to bring interest in for viewers. Yeah. And she is doing a different generation where they're more focused on bullying. They're more focused on that kind of climate of sensitivity than, say, the Kardashians were. And the Kardashians did actually do several videos of paparazzi stalking, death threats, bullying. There
even
was
bullying.
Episodes
with Rob Kardashian.
Children being threatened. I'll say this: it's more appealing
because it's a younger family. It's a younger girl. So I don't like any of these kind of reality shows. But if I had a gun to my head, I would probably watch this one over a Kardashian. You're never gonna get me to watch a Kardashian show.
I never watched Kardashian.
I watch like a couple episodes.
Yeah.
I would probably watch this.
I love reality TV, but that one I did not watch.
The only reality TV I watch is Total Divas, and that's only because it's wrestling involved in the Miz and Miz.
Nothing to do with
Total
outfits,
Divas is
right,
awesome.
Chris?
You know it's true.
Nothing to do with outfits.
Honey, well, okay, guys, let us know what you guys think about that one, and we'll talk. Maybe we'll talk about it on We Got Your Mail. I won't, but maybe I'll let you guys handle that. But real quick,
once you've watched the show, at least.
Yeah, watch that show.
Right? Yeah.
So on a sadder note, this is a great transition. I'm sorry for this, but on a sadder note, so recently, actor Michael K. Williams, the actor who brought a hard-edge charisma to his portrayal of Omar Little, the sawed-off-shotgun-wielding stick-em-up man on the pioneer HBO series The Wire, was found dead on Monday in his home in the Williamsburg neighborhood of Brooklyn. The police said he was 54. Mr. Williams was found at about 2 p.m. according to the New York City Police Department. The death is being investigated as a possible drug overdose, and the city's medical examiner will determine the cause. Now, that in itself was, and I'll get into the rest of the second half of it. That in itself was sad to hear. Most people real quick, like with this actor, Jason? I'll start with you. When you think about this actor, what's the first thing that comes to your mind as far as his career?
The Wire.
The Wire. What about you, Sarah?
So he has been in a ridiculous amount of things that I can even vaguely remember. So he was in F is for Family. He was in, I'm rolling through. You can ask me what I can remember, but I totally, he was in Superfly. You all remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was in that. He was in Assassin's Creed. That was a really amazing movie.
Never saw that.
Never seen it.
He was in Ghostbusters as Agent Hawkins in 2016.
But that was
the newer one. Yeah.
But
not the one about to come out.
Anybody else have any movies that you've seen him in?
I mean,
Boardwalk
I
Empire.
yet, but he did. He did appear in one of my favorite shows for like a few episodes in season 3 of it. It was Community.
Oh, Community.
Like he was one of the. He was like.
I've just started watching that.
Okay, well, he comes up in a few times in season 3, and I believe later on, but his first appearance is in season 3. He's one of the professors at the college, and he's kind of like. He's like, there's one scene. He's like, because his character went to prison and then came back and taught at school again. Yeah. And he's talking about the change of Legos when he went to prison, when he came out of prison, and it was very moving moment though, because it was he was reflecting on his childhood. I guess.
Legos are different after getting out of jail.
Yeah, and it was one of the talking points he had in the classroom, and he's like, why are some of these things changed at this college? And just this college is kind of comedic. They have paintball wars at college. They do just crazy Halloween parties, and he's like so much has changed since I came back.
I gotta catch up to the.
He has some pretty awesome moments in the show though.
I've never watched Boardwalk Empire, never watched The Wire, but I will. Don't stop blogging, everybody that's watching that. It'll be the first thing. The only thing that comes to my mind when I think about this actor is a movie probably nobody's gonna talk about. Is The Road. Is anybody?
I read the book. And the book is even darker than the movie.
If you don't know, The Road is about, real quick, you know what?
It's a post-apocalyptic story, basically after the fallout of nuclear warfare, nothing will grow anymore, and so it's the last survivors of humanity. And there's it follows a father and son who are on this journey, and they're trying to find.
Safe haven,
they're trying to make it to the coast because they heard that stuff will grow on the coast.
On the coast, right?
But it's dark. There's cannibalism.
And everybody's murdering and things like that. And when Michael Williams' character is introduced, that was one of the first things I ever saw him in. I didn't know who he was at the time, but that it was something about that scene. I didn't know him at all. But when I saw that movie, I only saw it once, and I don't know anything about that movie. But for some reason, that scene with him stuck with me. And then when I saw him again, I recognized him, and then I started becoming a fan of him. So that's the movie I think about when I think about.
Hey, his passing showed me how much of a butthole 50 Cent is.
Yeah, you beat me to it. Yeah, so guys, if you if you don't know, so recently in the news, it was brought to people's attention that 50 Cent, I guess, had some kind of issue with the late actor, and decided to use his death to bring it up. That he says on his Instagram account, don't ever try to understand me. I'm different. I don't do all this fake love shit. That's a quote from Mr. 50 Cent. What do you guys, Sarah? What do you think?
So an old school. An old school.
I'm sorry. Real quick, he was saying, that's exactly what he was saying.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, Sarah. What were you saying?
So that's an old school mentality of paying respects. I may not like you. We may not have been buddies, been friends, but whatever beef we had, and I respect you to have beef with you. You can't have beef with somebody that you don't ultimately respect a little bit. So for him to say, hey, we didn't get along, but what we had is what we had.
But that's not the only thing he said.
What do you think?
What did he say?
I didn't get that from that quote at all.
Hey, in a Facebook post, he said, new caption alert, hey, Jimmy, your man OD.
Yeah, I'm
Jeez.
telling you, he was totally. I feel like he was disrespecting him.
That's how I felt.
That's some petty shit.
That's petty.
You should talk about the dead.
Yeah.
Billy.
I'm not saying that you have to pretend.
Well,
like
they quoted him better and everything else I saw.
Out of your way to insult.
You could have said nothing, and that would have been fine.
Yeah, like you don't have to speak out. If it's
don't say nothing.
It was a very disrespectful.
That's petty.
What were you saying, sir?
They cleaned it up on all of my IG feeds.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you think he was gonna get like what?
Praise.
I don't know what he thought. I don't know what he was thinking he was gonna get from that, but. I feel like
but
he's just running his mouth. He's running his mouth. He's 50 cents on the internet.
He's got a couple of shows coming out, so he's trying to get traction for those shows coming out. So.
Very true. That's just how it is
That's what
now.
I said earlier. Like I think he's just wanting attention.
Yeah.
And like this is like I have beef with this guy. Like now I can say something and it'll give me attention, even though it would be like
even
negative.
if it's bad, it doesn't matter.
He just wants attention. Like,
it's 50 Cent.
Let's be real. I don't call him
enough where you don't need to do this. You don't.
Right.
You don't. I mean, you've beaten the odds. You're still relevant. I mean, you've had your ups, you had your downs. But to do that, it's low.
From here on out, I'm calling him 50 cents.
He should try to change his name to Common Sense if he wants to.
Half a dollar. Half dollar had something to say.
No matter if you ask for it or not. But let us know what you guys think about
No
that,
sense.
and then we'll talk about it maybe on another episode.
Right.
2 quarters.
The last one of the last things that has been happening out there is The Office. You brought this to my attention, right?
I'm a big fan of the show, so like I watched it a lot.
Who is it?
I started watching it.
The whole thing is that all the streaming services, or at least what streaming service is it on right now?
Comedy Central now.
They decided to remove episode 2, which was what was it called? Diversity episode.
Well, Peacock is like the main.
Peacock.
But like, is it on TV or is it actually Comedy Central as like a streaming service?
The article said Comedy Central.
But do they have a streaming service or is it just the channel on TV?
No, just the channel.
So from the actual network, they took it off.
I'll real quick let everybody say their opinion about this whole thing. And then I'm sorry, I've got the wrong. I wrap it up. So NBC's long-running show, The Office, is the latest comedy series to join the list of those to become casualties of cancel culture. That's as viewers familiar with one of America's favorite mockumentary. I can never say this word. Mockumentaries. Watching a recent Sunday marathon of Comedy Central noticed that the show Diversity Day episode was omitted from the rotation. Jay, did you ever watch The Office?
I love The Office.
What do you think about taking that episode out of the rotation real fast?
In the times we living in, it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen. Real quick, Sarah. What do you think, Sarah? What do you think about that?
So I get it. People are sensitive, but there's so many other episodes that you could probably be a little more sensitive about. Yeah. Just that one, purely based off the title. I feel like somebody's intern was like, which one do we need to pull? Oh, there's one that says Diversity Day. Let's just take that one. Instead of half of the other ones where there's some even worse business happening.
That's true.
I mean, come
agree
on.
with that. You said you watched it too, or you?
Yeah, I actually just watched that
episode.
That's in the first season.
I'm starting because
I just started it.
And Peacock has a super fan episode, so they're longer and more, so more content and stuff. And I mean, so I'm like, it's fresh in my mind. So I mean.
You can understand it.
But the thing is, like, for me, I'm not sensitive to that stuff. You know,
she just said a Kardashian line. For me. No.
Anyway, no. I get it. I was like, but the thing is that he was making fun of it, and then the guy that was actually there was like saying, no, that's bad too. So it wasn't like they were just making fun of all the. You know, the HR policy and stuff like that. Yeah. Like they were telling him, no, Michael, like no, that's not cool. Like you don't do that.
There's always a full circle
an example of the things that you don't do, and they were showing it. So it wasn't like they were just
They weren't just making fun of just for the sake. They were showing an idiot doing it and then getting corrected.
Like a normal thing in life, and then the regular sane people are like, "No, dude, like not cool." I personally think it's silly.
It's like, I feel like the reason they
90% of the
show was to like bring attention, like this does happen in offices and all that. Like it wasn't really like make fun of any other race. It was really just like this happens in offices. And so like I mean, and it was
it really does.
I mean, that was like season 1, so that was like 2005.
Yeah.
And so like I mean, just now that people are now it's like now people are getting upset of it. Like it's so long ago. It's like I mean, it's like it was really just being aware of what happens in the workspace sometimes. And so, like, I mean, it was really just, like, bring our attention, like, it happens. Like, not everything is 100% positive in every workspace.
Right. But that's just Michael's character in the whole show anyway, so it's like, I mean, why pull a one show?
Jameson was the one who brought this to our attention. What do you overall?
Well, I mean, the whole point of Michael's character is that he is the boss that continually crosses the line on every subject. And so every episode is like, okay, what is a either touchy or real or just ridiculous setting that happens in everyday, you know, for people who've worked in an office setting like that or typical, and you know, like, and you know, there's tons of seasons, tons of episodes, and each one of them is like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do the office party, we're gonna do this. What should we do at a wedding? You know, and Michael's constantly crossing that line. But the whole point of it is, okay, this is it's funny because the humor in it is funny because it's stuff like you might see in real life, but you know, and a lot of comedies, like there's things you might want to do in a comedy or say, you know, in a movie, but you would never say it in real life. Mm-hmm. You know, Michael is the one who constantly, he's like, okay, this could happen, and you may have seen things like it in a real setting, but we're going to show you like when it goes too far, in a funny way for the most part. But the lesson you learn is, okay, don't be that guy. Like, don't be Michael Scott. Yeah. He's funny because it's a TV show, but it wouldn't be so funny to like live or work with the guy.
Right.
You know, and so
you're kind of a habitual
lesson.
Yeah, it's like it's really just showing.
I mean, that's what I got out of it.
What are you saying, Jason?
He's a habitual line stepper.
Yes.
I mean,
and that's the point.
He likes making people uncomfortable. Yeah. Like he gets off on it, and so it's like, okay, this is what would make someone uncomfortable if they were, you know, stereotyped a certain.
And the show was
that's a Chappelle quote. Habitual line stepper. You didn't think I caught that, Jason. I'm sorry, real quick. But I'm gonna say something that maybe you guys will agree, maybe you won't. This is not a big deal, and it's not anything new. Not because of cancel culture, just because of TV in general. When you watch a movie that's rated R in the movie theater, and then you watch it again on regular television, what's different?
The rating.
Things are bleeped.
Censored.
Things are censored. It always happens. Yeah. So these streaming networks are doing what's been done all from the beginning of television. Yeah. But I double checked because I was like, because I do like this show, and I was like, please don't tell me that you can't see it anywhere. But if in all the platforms where you can buy
Peacock.
I mean, yeah, like
and all the platforms where you can buy like Voodoo.
After it got taken off Netflix, I bought the whole 9 seasons for like $30.
Yeah. So whether you can buy a CD version or if you just buy a digital version, if you can buy it, you will still be allowed to get that. So that episode is not disappearing forever.
It's just comedy.
It's just getting censored the way networks know.
I mean, it's kind of the principle of it.
And I feel like he did what he did, like in spite of them HR sending somebody to kind of like overrule him. Yeah. And he did his own diversity day in spite of the guy. Yeah. Because like he butted heads with them, and so like it was really just like to like get back at corporate. Yeah. He did this, and then I mean,
we can't really debate or recap the whole episode. Just the concept of what's going on about.
Yeah, I'm saying like I just feel like he did.
Have you guys seen the British version?
Is why he did what he did.
Which one? What'd you say?
Because he wanted to show
Have you guys seen the British version, which is this whole series is based on?
I can't imagine it being.
Have you guys watched it?
Humor in general.
Because they had several episodes.
Yeah.
Am I breaking up? Am I coming through?
Yeah. What'd you say, sir? Yeah.
Okay, so have you guys seen the British version of the TV show, which was the original version before?
No.
Okay, so there was the British version, and then America caught up, and they decided to make their own version. But the whole premise of the show is to have over-exaggerated worst office characters ever. like in an office characters, and then have a couple people that seem kind of normal, and how they react to the show. So like being in a corporate setting, I've worked in a corporate setting since I graduated college. I have never encountered the extensity that these individuals have pushed it.
I've worked for a corporate company, KBR, but I was in a war zone. And over there, so yeah, it's a big Fortune 500 company. But when you got a bunch of guys from Texas that are in another country and just and being themselves, I'm like I got sexually harassed.
Well, you don't think
a guy came up to me and tried to rub my shoulders and stuff, and his explanation was, "Well, I'm very lonely." I'm like, "Well, be lonely over there." So I've been in these situations in a corporate company before.
Not to the extent in which they are overplayed at the show, because at some point somebody reports it, and then there's that progressive discipline that flows down to them.
Oh, I didn't
so somebody's if somebody touches you in a way that you find inappropriate,
I look for an adult. Yes, I called an adult. Yes, I did.
That's serious.
Hey, the show touched on.
No, Jason's talking. Let him talk.
The show touched on that many a times where somebody would go to HR on Michael and they couldn't get through. It's just nothing they could do about it. Michael would just replace HR.
Yeah. That's pretty realistic in a lot of jobs. Like a lot of jobs you go to HR, but it's like if this manager is making the company money, they're going to let the manager continue on in a lot of ways. And I've seen that at a lot of companies.
That's exactly what would happen a lot, which is why I couldn't complain about it.
Money or nepotism.
I mean, like in the Christmas episode, like to the party that's boring, he goes and buys like 21 bottles of liquor to spice up the party, and like
because he's a good guy that just wants people to
and like, but it's like and Angela's like, you can't serve alcohol at this party, and then freaking Meredith, shut up, Angela. Meredith's like evil over here, and like Angela's trying to be good, and Michael's like feeding into like the more like chaotic part of the party, and then like there's like is this enough to like get like 8 people drunk? Is that 20 bottles of liquor? Yeah, that should do it. And it's just absurd things that happen, and they keep him as boss still because he's making money.
Because he makes money for the company.
Because he makes money for the company.
We got to move on because
he never made money for the company.
Wait, you're broken up. Say that again. What'd you say, sir?
No, I said in the office.
Oh,
their branch actually did pretty terrible.
Yeah, it was losing. It was paper. It was losing money every day. That was the one weird thing about the show. But real quick, I gotta. We'll talk about it later.
Moving on.
We do need a buzzer. Yeah. So coming up next.
And you can push it.
I will. Can I push it?
Oh yeah, no. I thought you would definitely want to push it.
But that's what she said, buzzer.
Yeah.
Bring it.
But the next topic, it might be something you guys might be interested in. I don't know. Maybe not. From the Hollywood Reporter, Kristen Stewart looks Oscar bound, and for Spencer. For those of us who have admired the talents of Kristen Stewart, like myself, no, not really, since she was not even a teenager. It is a joy to be able to share that the 31-year-old's portrayal of Princess Diana in Pablo Larraín's Spencer, which has its world premiere at Venice on Friday, North America premiere at Telluride on Saturday, is truly the fulfillment of her tremendous promise and will almost certainly bring her the first Oscar nomination of her career. Real quick, guys, because we're running out of time. What do you guys think about the potential of Kristen Stewart in this portrayal of Princess Diana and getting a possible Oscar nomination? What do you think?
First of all, it's Telluride. Show some respect. I like skiing. This is probably one I don't have as much of an opinion on because I'm not like a real big. I don't want to say like Princess Di fan. I haven't like studied her. I'm not like. I mean, she's got people who love her and follow her, and there's been documentaries on her. I know like the basic story, but I've never dug deep into it, so I don't know like her little nuances and the way she acts. And I mean, Kristen Stewart is not really known for the best acting, so the fact that like you're seeing Kristen Stewart is nominated for an Oscar is interesting in and of itself.
Not. She's that
like
this
they think
performance
potential
looks Oscar worthy.
And so I haven't had a chance to watch this. So now I'm kind of curious to see, because she usually kind of plays the same character in each one. She doesn't have a lot of expressions going on. But then Princess Diana wasn't known for being very flamboyant, very, so she may be a good fit for that role. And I don't have an opinion on it yet, but I would like to see a little more about that. I'm curious.
What about you, Sarah? Anything about Spencer?
So I actually have not seen any trailers or anything, so I don't have a lot of opinions on the actual movie itself.
Does it make you curious about her getting an Oscar?
I mean, I've seen Kristen Stewart in most of the things that she's played in, and I have to agree with Jameson when he says that she's pretty much
the same.
Kristen Stewart. I mean, it's not like she's got like this broad range. So, and Princess Diana was a very dynamic human being. She did a lot of charity work. She was out in the public a lot. She went through some horrific things that happened to her in her life. So depending on what they touch upon, it could be, a hard and dynamic role to play. So to believe that Kristen Stewart could do all of that, I don't know.
What do you think, Sarah? What do you think, Amanda?
So I've read tons of books on Diana. My mom's a huge Princess Diana fan, so she's always telling me about something. What I can say is, if anyone has ever seen Kristen, usually I've never really been a fan, but she played in a movie called Seberg. And if you ever watch that, like, it shows a whole different side of her. And then she actually did play oh my God, it's like iconic character in that movie. And it was back in, oh my God, I don't know, the 70s or something like that.
Oh, that's what it was set.
Where it was set, and it was about, oh my God, I don't remember the name right now, because I'm drawing a bunch.
It's a ringing endorsement, by the way. No,
I know. I'm like, But anyway,
but no, I get it.
If you look up Seberg, someone can look it up right now.
Like she's had performances
but everything else she's done, it's right. You're right. She's had the same kind of character, but she was able to portray that character really well.
Seberg, is that what you're?
Yeah. And I don't know about this one because Diana, that's some real tough shoes to fill, and I'm actually really curious to see how she would be able to portray her.
That's where I'm at. I'm just it just makes me curious.
Sucks, she's gonna get a lot of hate. That's all I'm saying.
Look, but if she does a good job, she won't. People will see it.
Right. Because like The Crown, the girl that played the girl, like if she does,
she crushed it.
She crushed it. And like
that's the only reason why I'm curious about this, because I'm one of the Crown fans.
So they played Diana, young Diana, in The Crown.
Who was that actress?
I
don't know that actress. All I saw was Diana. But let us know what you guys think about that. I'm curious. I mean, if they finally have the performance, whether you think she's a great actress or not, that says, hey, this might be Kristen Stewart's first Oscar nomination.
It's always 50-50.
I'm curious about, I mean, not if Meryl Streep is in the But yeah, let us know what you guys think about that, and let's move on to one of the last topics.
Watch that movie, and then you'll see.
Yeah. So real quick, I saw something on TikTok that kind of blew me away. It was kind of funny. I thought it was. I'll have to run through the premise real fast. Maybe I should save it for another episode. But if you guys want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
I don't know anything about this.
Nobody. Did anybody go to the link and watch it?
I mean, she has the script right there. It's written out what she says. I watched the video.
I watched it. Okay, so I watched. We'll just keep it to everybody who watched the video. So if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you real quick. So there's this TikTok person who has like 2 million followers on her page. Let's see. Her name is Hannah. Is it Hannah Pistoli?
Running out of time. What do you guys think about the potential?
What is that? I'm getting feedback.
In this portrayal of Princess Diana.
Is there somebody's phone on? Because I'm getting feedback.
It sounded like it was looping what you were saying, Artie.
Was it looping or was that me?
So that was
it's a time loop.
Princess Diana.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna start over real quick. So real quick.
We're stuck in a time time loop.
Okay, so real quick, so there's I'm gonna do it real fast because I won't have time to read the whole thing because I know we're running out of what am I doing? We're running out of time. So basically, this girl on TikTok, she had a movie idea that was kind of interesting where a girl like leaves her house, she kind of sneaks out of the house and she goes on drives real fast. And just to clear her head, not to do anything in particular, she sneaks out of her room through the window. She comes back, the window's locked. She sneaks into the house and she goes to her room. Somebody's in her bed. And she quietly gets out of that room, goes, knocks on her parents' door, like, Mom, Dad, there's somebody in my room. What the heck is going on? Call the police. And the mom and dad looks at her and goes, who the hell are you? And why did you break into my house? And she freaks out. They threaten to call the cops on her. She runs out of the house. She goes to the police. My parents don't. They say they don't know me. This person broke into my house. They're making my parents say these weird things and that they're pretending like they don't know me. I don't know what's going on. Can you come help me? She gives the cops her name. The cops don't have her in the system. There's nothing. There's no trace of her anymore.
All her social media.
Her social media is gone. Everything is gone. So she said, "What do you think this premise would?" Oh, by the way, when she's in the police station and is told to leave because the cops think she's just messing around because she's giving fake names, right? Somebody else walks up to her and goes, "Same thing is happening to me. I thought I was the only one. I don't know what the heck is going on. So can we solve this mystery together?" Kind of a thing. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we just got a message from the creator of that of that TikTok. She's in the comment section when we were talking about Miss Hannah Pistoia. If I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong, and let me know if I am or not. But yeah, I had the premise all set up, and I had your picture up. I believe I had it.
You did.
I had it up there. So just to let you guys know where you can find her online. So it was a pretty good. Concept of a movie. I'm thinking more TV show.
I would definitely watch
a good
that.
ending for it.
Okay, come up with a name for it first. What do you think?
I don't know about a name, but I'm thinking like a way to end it, because this is just the starting of it. Then you're gonna be like, well, why is this happening? Is it like is it like a time thing? Is it like a magical thing? It would be an interesting and dark twist if it was like a Jeffrey Epstein conspiracy kind of thing. Like, this is how they capture girls. They pay people off and wipe off your trace.
But how do you get? How did you get the parents to get in?
Money.
That's dark. Now that's dark.
Real dark.
Right? That's real dark.
You can workshop that.
Let's go.
So there's a movie from the 90s.
Let's go to the remote players. What do you think, Sarah?
So there's a movie from the 90s, I'm currently looking it up, where a man wakes up every day and nobody in the world recognizes him. So he ends up writing all sorts of things and he ends up tattooing things on his body because every day he wakes up and he looks in the mirror and he sees a different body, but all the tattoos
is that
are on there.
Memento?
Yeah,
Memento.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
So she is describing the movie Memento.
No, that's a movie. That's a movie where somebody who has no long-term memory, but
he wakes up every morning in that movie, and nobody recognizes him. His family that he thought was his family wasn't his family. He woke up and his wife and his child didn't know who he was. And that's the same thing. So she leaves every night, and instead of going to sleep, she's driving in the car. So like, this is a recycled movie plot. Sounds like to me.
This kind of feels like, though, to be like she gets like sucked into like a different reality or something where like her parents aren't her parents in this reality.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that when you're driving in your Prius on E for more than 15 minutes, you get sucked into a parallel universe.
And that's what it feels like. It's a different parallel universe.
Plug that car in.
Yeah, the damn electronic cars. Jason, real quick, Jason, what did you hear the plot? What do you think about this plot? And do you have a name for this movie?
Plug it in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard somebody on the comment section was like, "I don't exist" or something like that.
That sounds fine.
Yeah.
I don't exist is fine.
Oh yeah.
I'd watch it though.
Yeah, I you know what, Hannah, and Hannah is in the comment section, by the way. She's watching. So hey, I appreciate you checking us out.
Yeah.
And I would like to see something like that on the as a series. I think something like that needs to be the mystery of it needs to be dragged out.
Yeah.
And what
not summed up in 2 hours.
Write it out and get the dialogue and copyright it.
Yeah. You got a movie because I am plotting on you, Hannah. I am stealing that screenplay. Look. I'm gonna say one thing that's gonna. I know you're in the chat. I know you're here watching this, but I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in your premise. DNA. If she says who she is, why can't she test her DNA against her parents?
Well, if they said that they're wiping it and they're all a conspiracy,
DNA,
they won't.
then
they won't. They'll just mix it up with somebody else.
Or just maybe like somehow like this. If it is reality, like an alternate reality or something like
alternate
like
reality.
Her parents' DNA isn't the same, or like her DNA gets
or not.
Money because money.
Like it feels like her parents.
The parent being in on the premise
is
too. It's too dark. Two, it's only on the idea that you can convince them to keep lying forever, and which.
But also, is it the same child that's replacing you every single time? Then you can argue that.
Perfect. That's the question. That person that was in the bed. That's where the key is.
Perhaps the issue is with the car and the driver. So maybe the car is passing by these different houses every night, somehow downloading these lifetime worth of memories into whoever's driving and convincing them to be the other person. I wouldn't watch this.
We're getting real deep. That's dark.
She accidentally hopped in the DeLorean.
Exactly.
I wouldn't. But the DeLorean doesn't wipe your memory and download new shit.
I don't think I've said that in the comment section, Hannah. But I think I was about to comment something like that. Like, were you going 88 miles an hour? Because what the fuck happened? Because
just 88.
I think you just really wrote Back to the Future 4. It is a good premise.
Yeah, it's great.
She got a lot of views on it, and people are still trying to come up with a good name for it. And we're already in production for it, so sorry, Hannah, you've lost the rights to this. Sorry. Here's a real quick. I'm gonna say this one last thing. Here's a scary thing, Hannah. I hope you really are writing this, but if get a literary agent and all that good stuff, do it the legit way.
People will sell it.
If you, I mean, it's not a script yet and everything like that. If you submit this idea, this is why studios don't just take scripts from off the street, because the premise could be something that could be totally different from another writer, but it could be similar enough to where it's like if they produce that other person's movie over yours and you feel like they stole my idea, that is another reason why production companies don't take scripts from people who aren't represented, because people claim that their script was stolen a lot. Getting a signal from Sarah. What's up, Sarah?
This is all I have to say. Vanilla Ice.
Ice baby.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Under
Vanilla
pressure?
Ice. Do you know Under Pressure?
Yeah.
He literally won a lawsuit with the band that he stole that whole bass line from for one note.
Hannah says that don't worry, don't worry, my copyright has me protected. She's copyrighted. Okay. Good. I like the premise of it. I like the story.
Awesome.
Look for it.
Yes. I won't steal it. But I will watch it.
Just put him in a cameo in the.
Maybe we should have you. We'll ask you to come onto the show, and maybe we can talk some more about it, because I want to deep dive into this and find out who the hell was in that bed. That's what I want to know. But
mystery.
Let me move on to the last topic of the day. Do you want to read it? Or you want me to read it? You got it. We're gonna go to the last thing real quick. We're gonna do a Reddit read real quick, and Amanda, I almost forgot her name. You're gonna read it.
You could never forget this name. Okay, so do you want to explain like what this type? I know, because I just learned about it. I guess it's like a forum for "Am I the Asshole?"
Yeah, this is for "Am I the Asshole?" Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted Amanda to read it because it's for a girl. I don't know if I should be reading it.
All right.
Because I'll get canceled.
All right. Am I the asshole for accidentally upsetting my niece by saying her mom's life would be better if she wasn't born? To summarize, I, 32 female, got into an argument over something ridiculous, and now everyone's mad at me. When my sister, 26 female, was 17, she got pregnant and had a baby girl. Obviously, since she was young, she wasn't exactly ready to raise a kid, but my family did the best we could to help her out. She currently has a stable job and is living with her child and the child's father in their own apartment. The issue is that since she had the baby so young, she never got to really experience her life. I'm child-free and I'm always enjoying new life experiences, and I know my sister is jealous of me for it. The other day I came over for her daughter's birthday party and we were talking about her as a baby. At one point she started to argue about how she was raised, and I said, "Don't you ever think your life would have been better if she had never been born?" It turns out her daughter was in earshot of this and she heard everything and got really upset. My sister got defensive and she said that her child was the best thing that ever happened to her. Called me an a-hole, I guess? A-H?
Asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it stands for.
And kicked me out of the party. She blocked my number and won't talk to me now at all. My mom is saying I should apologize, but my dad agrees with me on this and says my sister was overreacting. Maybe I was a bit too aggressive when I said it, but I know what I said is true. Am I the asshole for what I did?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, Sarah wants to chime in on this one. What do you
Yes. Yes, you have no right to comment on somebody else's life, especially when it comes to whether or not a child who now is in this world, who is your blood relation, who is, I'm sure, a lovely person who loves you dearly, whether or not they should exist. So yes, you are the asshole, and you should be sorry for saying that child
At the birthday
shouldn't exist.
At the birthday party, no less. What do you think, James?
I would say, okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. She's telling her that your life would have been better. First of all, you don't know that. Second of all, everybody has a different, opinion on what
Can we show
is.
Jason's eyes for a second, because that's telling all the stories right now. Sorry to interrupt. His eyeballs on point.
But I mean, even if you think that you think your sister's jealous and missed out on stuff, like she could look at you and be like, well, you're missing out because you don't have a kid. Like it's two different types of joys and two different types of whatever, and one might be some person's bag of chips and the other might be somebody else's bag of chips, and but I mean, the fact is you're at the daughter's birthday party arguing and saying you may have had a better life if your daughter wasn't born, even though it's her birthday. Like that's a pretty big thing to do.
She didn't bring the Barbie's
context.
Playhouse to that one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like especially at a birthday party, like that's like 100%.
Captain America would never do that.
Oh, no. He'd probably beat somebody up who did that. You see him as like Hydra.
It's not a very American thing.
No. I mean, like for you to say all those things, and it's not your kid, especially if it's not your kid, like you shouldn't say anything about that. Who cares that
but it was a niece.
Yeah, but still, I mean, like that girl like probably loves you to death, and she hears you
not anymore. No.
I mean, before she heard this, she probably loves you to death, and then she hears you say it about it, like, oh, it'd be better if she wasn't born, and your life would be better. But that's 100% messed up.
What do you think? I'm gonna save you for last. What do you think, Jason? Jason, what do you think about that whole situation?
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's real bad. Yeah, it's a shame that somebody would make an opinion about should someone be alive or not. That's not up to you.
What do you think, Amanda? What do you think about this whole situation?
Well, first of all, I don't understand why you can't change the fact that
What's happened, yeah.
Why even ask that question?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can do. Like, it's not going to change. There's no reason for that. The kid is alive. It is what it is. You don't know if you were going to be better or not for it. So that is just dumb in its own right. So I would say, yes, you are the asshole.
Hammer. Yeah. It reminds me of the movie Hook.
Yeah.
When he's with the kids and he's Captain Hook has kidnapped the kids and he's telling them, he's like, before you were born, your parents were happier.
They were happy. and now it's I want a cookie. I want a party. This, oh my God, that you are now the asshole because you are Captain Hook.
Sorry,
From
but
Hook,
that niece better get everything in the will when you die.
Give
her everything.
You got some sucking up.
Yeah, her mother is like, let's see what your aunt
she gets everything.
got you. Yeah.
Well, it's sad 'cause
Leave
she's never
everything
gonna
to
take
her.
Oh, your aunt gave you $1,000?
Yeah. Oh my God, your aunt just paid your college fund.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder why. Feeling guilty.
I mean, she is, kid free and she can afford it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, it's sad because, like, you think about it, that one conversation, she'll never be able to take
let
that
go.
back. That kid's opinions, like, she's always gonna remember that.
Nobody wants to hear.
You know who it would have made.
Off without them.
It would have. This story would have made not more sense, but it's something that like a parent would have probably said to their, because they're thinking as a parent of their kid, and like and they're having that conversation. Why'd you have kids so soon, or out of wedlock, or whatever. But for it to come from her sister, that had to have stung a little bit more. Like we're the same age group, dude. Like what the hell? Like that had to sting, man. And for what reason? To make herself feel good? To make her? What was the point of it? Yeah, none of it made sense. But yeah, I think we're unanimous on that. Like, so anybody coming to the defense of the girl?
No.
Maybe
not even Captain America.
Maybe
no?
she was
no,
drunk.
No,
she was drunk. But I will say, if you're a blunt person, sometimes things come out.
Yeah.
If you're drinking too
Maybe
much.
I mean, who doesn't go to a 9-year-old's birthday party and start drinking? What were you saying, Sarah? Did it freeze?
Yeah.
We froze real quick. What about you? Any last opinions on it?
I think she could be just mad at her sister. Who knows?
Yeah. No, we're unanimous.
You're all unanimous on it. All right, we're all right. That's it.
No,
Okay, there you go. Sarah, what were you saying? You froze a little bit.
But her dad agreed with her. Wow.
No, it's kind of lagging. It's like okay.
He's a crap person.
We've already been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes, so I'm gonna close the show.
I was gonna say for next week, they just released like a Matrix trailer for the new
so after tomorrow we'll be able to talk about that. But
yeah, they did it this morning apparently. So next week
we'll talk about that. But real quick, I'm gonna close the show out and say thank you guys for watching again. Sorry, I don't know why I thought I could have a panel with 6 people where I could squeeze the same number of topics in. Like I'm definitely next time we do something like this,
smaller.
Cutting it dramatically, guys, because I know I kept you guys way longer than normal, but I appreciate it. It was fun.
I enjoyed it.
I had a good time. We're going to try to figure out whether or not should I bring the sofa in here or should we just keep it like this? What do you guys think? Well, tell me on text, and we'll talk about it.
Real quick. What would you like to see?
Comment below, let me know.
As long as you keep the...
Is it a black leather?
Oh, God, I'm not getting into that. Look, Hannah, please reach out because I want to talk about your TikTok account. I want to talk about, I want to see if you can invite you onto the show.
Talking about different content and reviewing stuff, and then I also do photography, so you can find me at Jameson_Everett_art on Instagram.
Awesome. Amanda, where can they find you online if people want to reach out to you?
I don't know, I'm all over the place, but I guess just like my Instagram, I have a YouTube channel called Adventures in Space City. I changed it. It was La La Land, but I'm not there anymore.
Am I still the manager of that?
Huh?
And the movie coming up still.
Oh yeah. Our
multiversal
sketch.
Oh yeah.
The
okay, well, I was gonna let you do that because you're in this outfit. Yeah.
I'll do
that. So Instagram, whatever.
Okay, so for social media, I mean, since I'll promote my cosplay page, I am Dyer Cosplay on Instagram, DYER Cosplay. But yeah, so like me and Amanda like met about doing this multiversal type sketch, kind of like comedy, but basically. We're kind of not just doing the Marvel universe. It's really going to be like we're bringing in like characters from like Disney. That's why she's going to be a Disney character. I'm going to be Captain America in this. And we're calling it the Multiverse of Mayhem.
The Disneyverse of Madness. We're
all going to be associated with this. Everybody see here
I like
associated
it.
with this movie.
That was good.
And basically, we filmed some of it, and we're going to film some more very soon. And it's be called the Multiverse of Mayhem.
Oh.
And it's to be like any universe, not just Marvel, not just anything like that. To be like crazy. We're gonna be all kind of characters.
Oh, and I know we had
hopefully.
I know we had a little jumble in the Zoom, but so I know it says Sarah, but so real quick, Jay, where can they find you online?
They can catch me on Instagram at StyleBell and on Facebook at StyleJSBell.
Outstanding, and the one and the only Sarah. Where can the people find you online?
Sarah Catherine the Red with the underscores on all that fun stuff, primarily on Instagram.
All right. It's always lagging. It keeps lagging at the wrong time, but
I got frozen.
Yeah. Well, we got it. We'll put it in the comments and shout you out. I'm sorry about that, sir. All right, so just to close the show real quick, guys, thank you once again for joining us. Thank you to the panel for joining. I promise I'll do my best to start on time. Sarah knows that I'm always late. I'm on CP time.
There was issues.
I had to bring this table in by myself. Nobody helped me. And so, guys, remember, comment below. Let me know what you guys think and share your thoughts. So let's just keep talking, and we're gonna do some more reactions. We got a lot of great ideas coming your way. So check that out. So until next time, guys, you can reach out to me at No, that was my old one. Aha, Chris W. Fagan on all the social medias or at T3 Medias, and it'll reach out to me too. And if you got a question, comment, or concern, put it in the box, and we'll talk about it. So until next time, guys. Nobody talk during the outro.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. Turned up on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like